Good morning everyone from Germany. You still hear the bells in the background. It's 10 a.m. so the bells are ringing. And yesterday I was at the flea market and I picked up this little beauty here. It's a Fichtel Sachs stationary engine. And I don't know anything about it except that I tested that it turns. So you can here you can pull down. The engine is moving. It turns. I did put down the lever and it turned, and there's a reduction gearbox in front, a little carb, spark plug, and the cable. I have not tested the engine for spark yet. The tank smells pretty bad. There's some information on here how to start it. It says open the fuel shutoff, close the starting mechanism, which means choke, open the gas, and then put the lever. Yeah, I think this might be the gas throttle control. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And since our Sunday entertainer Musty suffered from COVID, I figured I can't watch any YouTube videos now, so I might make my own, and maybe this would be a little entertaining for you guys as well. And I think maybe even Musty could get some well-being from watching me putting this old, I think it's like 70 years old, it's like from the 50s, and maybe he can get some well-being out of watching how I try to bring this engine back to life, make a will it run. And having said that, I think I don't want to talk too much. Well, you can see Sachs, that's the engine manufacturer, and I will just inspect it a bit more and see how everything's working. I think this is the choke, so it chokes up the engine like that, but it's bent, so maybe I can just bend it back. We'll do that with a hammer. Okay, I'll put you in a stand, and the first thing I'm gonna do is bolting down the engine to the table so that I can kind of turn it. Yep. This is my improved stand, you can see it. And since I have a little GoPro with a shorty, I won't. You see, guys, I'm new to this YouTube thing, so I don't have the best camera work yet. I already got some screws. I might just too short, of course. Engine back further here. Not working. Better. Okay, and the first thing that we are gonna do is to check if the it's frozen. I'm gonna get a 21. Oh, that's too small. Need a bigger, maybe a 27. It's already here. Let's see if I can. It's loose. That's a big old spark plug. It's a bit black, but what we are gonna do now is to put it in the holder here. ground it off, add some metal. Come on. Like this. And put down this little, it's not holding, it's always the same. How does he do that? Just want to get it so that it touches the metal and I can still see, maybe like this. Moment of truth. Oh! I saw a spark. Did you see it too? It was in here. That's a good sign, but this here is super heavy to move. So I might use some... Oh, there's still the candle from the last garden party. Use some of this magic stuff, WD, and spray it. Maybe it's going to help. A lot better. Already a lot better. So next thing is to check if it would still run. Maybe I have to reattach this. You see, I have my toolbox in the bus, in the Volkswagen bus, and I use this, but I don't have the right, I would say, bit extension because it's in the bus and I'm too lazy to get out and get it right now. And now I will take out the spark plug, put it back in, and fasten it. And since there's, oh no, musty wood, dribble some fuel in there. And I think he uses premix, and I don't have premix, so I mixed this gas with 2-stroke oil, and I will just put in some tiny bit, and then it's going to start. Oh, that's really cool. One more time. I think we bought a functioning engine. I paid 20 euros for it. That's like, I think, 22 American dollars. I mean, we know that it's a running engine right now. The fun part will be getting it to run properly and have it idle. I think this here is the kill switch, and get all of this functioning so we have a functioning working engine. This won't be too easy. I think I might need bigger screws to hold it down, and I will spray some of I think I'm a lucky I wouldn't say repair, because it's actually I'm very lucky because it had spark from the beginning, so the main and the super bad part, the part where it can all be broken, is already okay. So one more time. I think I might just have to clean the carb, put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and it might be fine. Cool. So the next thing is to remove this old mess of a gas pipe and get the carb ready. I'm pretty sure I won't be using the tank for now because it smells really bad, like old gas, as you might mention. And I first have to clean it. Maybe I can even put the tank in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then yeah, we'll get the carb cleaned. I just found this little Fichtel Sachs plate. In here it says the motor number, and it's a 160 ccm cubic centimeter engine, which is not too small. I think it's, you see, compared to my size, it's not too small, and it will produce a lot of power. I don't know how it's with the reduction gearbox. Maybe some farming equipment was attached in the 50s, or it was in the back of a tractor to put to power a hydraulics pump. Maybe there was a pulley attached. I really don't know, but we won't find out. We just found out that it is still a functioning engine, and right now I think I might crack those loose if I can. The old gas line. So it's a flexible line and it's made out of rubber, and I don't think I can bring it back to life. Maybe I have to, the thing that I have to do is cut this off and put a new line on the ends so that I can use the connectors still. See, there's a banjo nut on there. There's no gas in the tank, and there it is. Okay. Move that thing. The gas linkage. I like that. It was just snapped on there. Okay, that's the carb. The choke is obviously a bit wumpy. The air mesh to filter the air. This is the look. It looks like a electrical switch from an old lamp, but I think it's the primer. And there might be a membrane in there, and I'm a bit afraid that the membrane is totally gone, deteriorated from the gas, because there's like bad stuff in the gas. Oh, it's just a seal, and this is there's a swimmer in there. And it actually doesn't look bad at all. I don't know if there's any seal or rubber behind it, because if I put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, I don't want to have that being exposed to the ultrasonic liquid. And let me get a screwdriver. And now back to screwdriver. I will put in this screw to see how it's the CO mixture and the idle screw, I think. And I will half a turn, 1 turn, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. 3 1/4. Now I can take it off, because I know that I have to put it in 3 1/4 turns, and I can come back to the original setting. And this is not the right size, but I can open it with the pliers. I think this must be the main jet, yes. And it's even kind of, I think it's free, maybe not here. Put that in the ultrasonic cleaner. And is there anything else to take apart? There's this tiny clip. I'm going to take it off, so that I can take out the float. And it's coming. And the whole idea is that this thing floats inside the chamber, and if you press it down, it will put some pressure on the system and prime the engine. There's this little hole in here, and this will inject some fuel into the carb. But it's very cruddy here, see? And so it's I think a good move to put this thing into the ultrasonic cleaner. What I don't want to have inside the ultrasonic cleaner is this here. So all the rubber parts, even though this is like stone right now, I don't want to have that inside there, and so I'm going to take it off. It's just the little spring that was put over the rod, and this is the mechanism for adjusting the throttle. It doesn't have a throttle blade, it has this thing that goes down and cuts off the throttle the gas and air mix. And I think that's pretty much naked as it is right now. And we are going to put this into the ultrasonic cleaner. I would love to get this apart and make it smooth. Smoother. Turn in the back. Or maybe I won't put it. Yeah, won't take it apart because there's this little tiny screw inside there, and I'm afraid that they're all like straight screws with this Schlitz, we call it in Germany, and if they are old and rusty, it's pretty hard. If you mess them up, you will never be able to put them back in. Since it's such a special screw, I might just leave it alone. And this might just clean up, and I will later on apply some grease. But I'm going to go inside now. I will preheat the ultrasonic cleaner and cook this for a while. Maybe this one can be cooked too. And there's no fabric inside, it's just this metal mesh to keep the dust out, catch the dust. And yeah, that's what we are going to do now. This can go into the cleaner as well. I'm going to get you, and we're going inside the workshop. Now, please don't judge me for my messy workshop. My ultrasonic cleaner, everything is still floating around on it. Oh, my greetings go to the Canadians. When we did the Pan American Highway with a bus from Canada to Tierra del Fuego, Fireland, we started in Halifax, and I had some very nice people there hosting me because the ship that the bus was on was delayed for like 12 days, and they gave me this. I helped them build a sandbox at the neighbors, and they gave me this bottle to keep fluids warm. And I still have it. It's really nice. So right now it's the time to put this on. The temperature, this is Celsius, so we're going to put some more, maybe 55 would be good. Put it on, and we're going to use it for 30 minutes. And all the parts that can go inside I will put into this, I call it basket. This can go in there. If the seal is a mess afterwards, I have this paper to put a new one in. I will cut it out with the scissors then. This is not supposed to go in, but the rest is fine. This one, the seal, not. And here, I'm not sure about the gasket that's inside, but if I try to pry it out, it will break as well, so I'll put it in. And this one with the magnetic tray, this stays out, and this one is going to be cut off. So the float is floating, that's very good. And with this, and since the ultrasonic cleaner is, I mean, it's not loud and it might not be dangerous for me, but I'm going to wear the earmuffs because it's just annoying. You hear the sound? Blah. Okay, next part is to get the fuel line done. I just took a moment to clean up the workbench, kind of. I didn't clean it up, I just put everything to the other side. So I can work here, that's what I usually do. Oh, my light is at the bottom. And while the carb is still cooking, it's 16 minutes to go. We are going outside and we're trying to remove the gas tank because after the carb has been cleaned, I would like to use the cleaner, the ultrasonic cleaner, to get the tank clean as well. Somebody did already like open up the screw and put another like rubber in there, and we're going to open up both of these and fill it up with some fluid and put it inside the ultrasonic cleaner to clean it. So, as you can see, I just removed the tank. I would like to have the oh, it's not going through very well. So it's open right now. You see, auf means open in German and zu means closed. So we're just leaving it open for the fluid to penetrate, and I will put it in to the cleaner like this. Unfortunately, it might kill the little sticker in here. I might be able to remove it with the hot air gun, this one as well, but I'm not sure. They're pretty old, like 70-year-old stickers. I don't want to kill them, but on the other side I have to, because this is super messy and I just have to get the tank clean. It's a hard decision. Alright, but I forgot to get the gas line in order, and oh, I just saw I have bees, 4 beehives over there, and we just they were very low on food, but it was not time to feed them right now, so we just put some we were not able to feed them inside because we did the anti-varroa thing, like the formic acid, so we put out some food here so they can just go and get whatever they want. Oh, I think the ultrasonic cleaner is still working for a few minutes, so we have some time to go and check. You see, they're eating all of the sugar water that's inside the pot and then flying back to the hive. So that they won't starve in winter. But we will add some more food inside, some more sugar water once the formic acid is evaporated. And now, oh, I forgot my earmuffs. I hate the sound of the ultrasonic cleaner. Luckily I have two. And I put you on my clean workbench. And then we will have a look at the gas line. I'm not pretty sure how we are going to do it, but I think I might just take the angle grinder and grind off this piece of metal and this piece of metal, and then be able to peel it off. I don't know if you can see me from up there, but I don't know of another way, because I need to have both hands to use the angle grinder safely. That's what I wanted to do. You see? It's not damaged. I just cut off the outer perimeter of the line. And this worked as well. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is just put a new piece of gas pipe in there, because the old one is, it's shot. You can hear it crack actually. Ah. And I am back from the bus. I had to get fuel line. In the bus I always have fuel line as a spare part, but here in the workshop I didn't have any left, and now I'm just measuring how long I have to cut it, then cut it, if I can make it work. No. Okay. I have a blade. And this is not to be wasted. I will just push those in because they're kind of the same size, and I might use some hose clamps. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. And there you go, this is our new fuel line. And when I came down, I saw the ultrasonic cleaner did its job. The float is still floating, and the other parts are clean. Look at that, beautiful. So I think we can take that out. This old fuel line goes to the waste, and then this is all coming outside with me to get reassembled. I will put this in as well so we can carry it, and then I'm going to get, before reassembling it, I'm going to get the gas tank, and I will try to shove it in the ultrasonic cleaner, or at least parts of it. It's about back and forth here in the workshop. It's not gonna work with very well for me. Look at that. The worst part of the tank is the downside, so I'm just going to use it like that. Maybe it can clean something, and we are going outside to reassemble the car. Oh look, I recently built a pottery wheel, and these are our first achievements. It's super hard to center, but that's not our job for today. Our job for today is to get this engine run. And I am back, and the process of rebuilding starts. I think at first we'll start with the swimmer. Swimmer has a dent here, but in the ultrasonic cleaner it showed us that it still floats. Oh, here's the little clip. I'll put the clip over it, and on the rod in the middle there are two little markings for the clip to snap in. You see here, 1, 2. I don't know which one was the one that was chosen from factory, and I'm a bit too lazy to check that right now by reviewing the footage. I will just put it to the second mark, I guess. Like that. Can you see it? And I think it'll be fine. This is the top. The needle has to go in there. It springs back nicely. Then there's not much to do. There's the main jet. 8 mil. Just put it in, and then there's this idle adjuster that I already put in because I was afraid to lose the spring. Okay, now this has to go. There's a little groove in here and a little nose in there, so it has to match, and then it will just slide in like that. I think this was connected to here by just being pressed on. Good. And then the top. I think that was just twisted on. There was a little screw missing, and I just took the screw and drove it in, and it's just for it to prevent from turning while the engine is running. And I will adjust that later because I don't know in which direction the lever, gas lever, should be. All right, I think we're as far as we will get right now. We with the carb. We will. It's time to mount the carb. Oh, I'm in your way. And we are going to do this by just this connector has to go in to the bottom here again. Yep. And then there are the two nuts. Ah, come on. This is looking good. Throttle's still moving. Pushes it up. Now it's time for the fuel line, which has to go into the bottom of the float. I think it was 14 mil here. Oh no. The seal just ripped. That's bad. Too old. Paper seal was too old. Maybe it's because it was in the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, I just found one of those tiny O-rings, and that might work as a seal. And I'm still trying to get the old seal from up above to be usable. So this will go in here. Here, and this one up over there. Might work. I just checked, and the the fuel shutoff didn't let through any fuel, so I might have to. I'm going to open it, and I might have to check what's wrong with it. Just the gasket. Okay. And the thinner one. Oh yeah, it's clogged. It's not this one, it's the upper side. I have a very small, tiny little maybe compressed air. Nope. Now it's on to. I hope I will still see it properly. Ah, it could work. And the tank is still. Oh. Oh, it's a lot better than it was before. Yup. It's actually pretty good. Time to bring it back to the engine. I just cooked it for a few minutes and I think I was able to keep the second sticker from being destroyed. Here. This goes here. I remember to start on this. The engine is back together. The gas tank is mounted. The sticker is still on. And now is the moment of truth. I'm going to put the gas, 2-stroke gas, in here. Get the cap on and pump it for a few seconds. Oh, make sure it's open. Pump it. It's open, you see. It's in here. And then it's time to open. To get this thing running. I think that's enough for today. I hope you liked wrenching in my garden with me, wrenching on old junk. All the best wishes to Musty. I hope you will get well soon, and all the others. Stay safe. Bye.